we can go Bat into Hired Crow, which is slightly annoying for them. Well, not really, because we don't have untapped land. Alright, so we go like this, I guess. This means that there is a chance we deal extra damage with double Hired Crows. But of course they have some interaction. No more lies. Well, see, not the worst. We play land, we swing, you know, the classic. And how the turntables, we are the aggressor with Hired Crows, and our opponent is playing Azorius Control. And that can be interesting. I think we'll just keep spamming Flints, and then Hellkite potentially. So first things first, we attack. Our opponent seems to be having something. I don't think pumping Claw makes any sense. We'll just keep playing spells and forcing some reaction. And then we'll see. This probably dies in some absolutely brutal way. But we need to get through those counter spells and those removal spells. So we will see. Probably a counter spell here. Yep. They have quite a lot. I thought it could be maybe 3 steps ahead, which would be a little bit better. But we need to push for more damage. Swing. I wonder if our opponent has little removal or they are just, patient. We could go Bat into Burst Lightning, but it's not great, to be honest. I prefer to just try pushing more damage. Every turn we force a play, so hopefully our opponent just is busy answering the new cards, so the Hired Crow can sneak some damage. And maybe we can play the Hellkite, tap out one of the lands and, just go a little bit on the tempo side. Alright, we went through the mana-based counter spells, now they have hard counter spells. And this was pretty expensive, they didn't get the card advantage. So maybe I'm trying to find an opening, it's not super easy. Those things were kinda nice if any of them resolve, but of course it's very, very hard if your opponent has so many answers. So what we can do is probably just cast Bat then. If we draw a land, okay, this is a tap land, so probably the worst case scenario for us. So we played this. I kinda could attack, but I think we go with the Bat into Burst Lightning. Of course, they can go for the Anchorage, but then we can pump it. So honestly, this could be interesting play, because right now we don't kill Anchorage on board, but they will be super tapped. If I play, if I pump it, it will die, so it's better to have this one edge. And all of this damage is basically Hired Crow. So I think we go with the Bat here. At least we will see the hand, so we will finally know exactly what's up. Unless it gets countered. It gets countered. Spoiler alert. Well, our opponent countered 4 spells in a row, so that's definitely on the rough side on casting spells for us. It's interesting that they went for it. Because if they had removal, they could just kill the Bat. And this is the turn when they have 5 mana, which makes 3 steps ahead miles better. So either they have more, or they were really against the wall. Maybe they don't have removal. I'm not super sure. Alright, here's Biza. Honestly, I think we just try to burn. This way they do not draw cards, and that's super important. Of course we'll have some issues going through this. But we have ways. This could be the turn to go for Cruelty. We could even kill Biza. Alright, this is the turn when we can do some shenanigans. We could kill it, but that's not a great play all around because it basically takes all the mana. But you know what? Pushing more damage, I think, is the play, because now they cannot answer the Hired Crow. So that's kind of important. By the way, you can see how much damage this single card can push during the game. And now we can pump knowing they cannot answer it. And they're down to 9, so probably they still need to answer Hired Crow, which will mean that they tap a bit more. It feels they don't have removal, but they might still draw it, even if they don't have anything, you know, there might be more. So they bounce this one, sure. Let's go. It's risky to go for chapter 1, but I will go for chapter 1. Absolute greed. Alright, we missed, unfortunately. I really hoped we maybe can hit something, but you know, it was a risky play. They can go Soul Partition on Cruelty to force us to basically replay it, and we don't have 7 mana. So this is actually a very good play for our opponent. Yep. I did not expect Soul Partition. It's not getting as much play as it got at some point. All right, Carnosaur. This is a very powerful card. I mean, let's go. This is what we have to do. They got something, but we don't know if the priority is from Anchorage, Demolition Field, or the new card. If they have a counter spell, of course they will counter it. So, man, what a game. This is very close. I really hope they didn't top the counter spell. I need this Hellkite. Are you serious? Well, that's another one. That's another one. That's the 5th one. Definitely rough. I really hope this will be a bit of a dead draw for them. Instead, it was really powerful. And now they can start racing us because they have so much damage into the board. However, okay, the draw will be kind of important. They will go for the Anchorage. We can kill it with Hellkite. They got the land, but not much more. We could get a creature from the graveyard, like the bat. I think we have to go for the Hellkite and push some more damage. I really hope we can hit the land, to be honest. I mean, let's go. This has to happen. We get rid, of course, of the Anchor, so they cannot push more damage. At least not like this. We can block more rank. If they go Ultima, of course, they clear the board and nobody has anything. Which can be a good thing for us. We swing. We have still a long way to go. They're at 7. That's so much. If we ever kill Marang, but no, we won't. We need black spells for it. We are forced to block, unfortunately, so we are losing this one. And they still have a new card. Yep, we have Vents, but it's still not enough damage. If they go for Demolition Field, I'm kinda happy with it, to be honest. We cannot use mana here. We didn't deal damage. But still, let's take the mana. There might be a chance that they maybe deal some damage to themselves and then we can pump the lizard. I still think it's a little bit better this way. Our mana is healthy, so we should be fine. Either way. Whether we take Swamp or the Mountain. I mean, if they ever take damage, we are ready with our 2 mana. Alright, Tapland, of course, absolutely abysmal draw. So, we will probably have to go for the Hellkite again. Like, we are really doing everything we can, man. Oh, Wait. Alright, you are a combat phase. I was like, I should be able to cast it. So, I think we get this. We have to go for chapter 3, otherwise we are losing the game. We could go Biza, but our opponent is exactly at 5, so we are not live gaining. I guess I could do it earlier. We could go for the Bat, which frankly is kind of the same as the Hellkite here. Let's go. Let's go. It has lower toughness, so it might die a little bit faster, but it also gives us the chance to interrupt their hand. I mean, you know. It's better to not leave them with options. But what a game. This will be incredibly close. I think this Marang might actually kill us. By the way, if we get another Bat, we can get to 7, which means we can tank 1 hit. But those cards from the top are insanely strong. One good card and they are absolutely back into the game. So I guess we swing. I could play it before, but I want to see what we get. Right, there's no reaction. Alright, let's go. We have some hits that still keep us alive, but we need to I mean, this is one of them. This is literally one of them. Let's go. Okay. I mean, at least we know what's up. And we play the land, so we can go for Cruelty. If Marang ever dies, we can steal it. Okay. Maybe? I think we might be doing it. So we can... Yeah, I think they cannot attack anymore. We can go for Cruelty and try to... Man, no. We pay 7 mana for this. Okay. Oh, that means they sweep the board. And then we Cruelty. And then we might be the Marang player. So our opponent was forced to make this play. So I think we go for Cruelty. We could even pay 3 life. Or we can just go Appraiser and try to get them on the next turn. Okay, let's roll the dice. I think that having a 3-drop here could be... Oh my god, this is actually a winning play. Now they need to draw something. Man, this game could not be closer. And by the way, this is your honk for the day to make it way better. And... Oh my god, what a game. Now they found the answer and now they can Ultima. We are trading blows like there's no tomorrow. Land absolutely horrifying play. Alright guys, we could go for any card from the whole deck. We could Burst Lightning. Okay, I think this is good. We go for Chapter 2. We are brave. We'll go down to 4 and honestly get Burst Lightning. This is how we win this game, by literally playing a 4 mana damage spell. Of course, we need one more turn because we need to untap. I would love our opponent to play the spell, because then they cannot counter it. And if that's a counter spell, I will lose my mind. They played so many of them, so they shouldn't have more. They have only 3 steps ahead in the whole deck. Alright. Okay, we are having answers. So we could just go... Let's go for a bat. This is the winning play. Because if they remove it, they cannot have a counter spell. If that's a count... Yeah, let's go. And now we burst... Man, what a game. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's how you kill a control player. No, I think we just go for this. This will deal probably more damage as 1 mana spell than 3 mana spell. But of course it's really tempting to get 2 of them. Because we can, deal so much damage then. Let's go for the bat. Let's start dealing some damage. And we need to interrupt their 2 mana play. That's probably super important. Rest in peace doesn't matter too much. I mean, it has to be normalized. It has to be normalized. I really hope they don't draw Get Lost. Because right now we are in decent spot. We are interrupting them as much as we can. We don't have removal for Flanker. Okay, so this is the new card. They decided to go for the tap land. And that means we can make a play here. Which is super important. So we deal damage. We know they don't have removal. We know everything. Let's go, Flint. You need to do some crazy stuff here. And this is an outlaw, right? Yep, assassin. Definitely an outlaw. And let's see, the new cards will be incredibly important. Okay. Let's get some cards for free. Stealing cards, everyone's favorite. And now we can stock us. Oh man, this is glorious. I think we just swing and we see what happens. They need to make a play, in which case, even if they get this back, they are not taking it, back. And I think we chill with Flint. They need to remove this card. This will give us so much advantage. I'm super happy to see this. This is actually really good for us. And we can decide on some of the plays. They life gain, of course. And they will fix their draw, so they draw what they need. I'm considering playing Flanker. We'll see. Because 2 creatures very likely will die here. So this would be a 5-3. That's a ton of damage. And they cannot counter it. We could also stock up, lose tempo and give them time. Which doesn't feel amazing, to be honest. I think we just play it main phase, man. Let's go. What? Only one creature left? Really? For each creature that left the battlefield under your control, reading card explains the card. Who would predict this? Still a good play because we have a lot of power on this turn, and we can still, steal new cards. So that should keep us going. Split up. Alright, and the land. Well, split up is probably not the card we wanted to see. We don't have too much stuff. They don't have a sweeper, at least we don't know about it. I will go with a bat. Let's see if they counter it. If they want to go for this, they need to tap for the full turn, in which case we can safely attack. So I think it's still better. Those two cards are incredibly important. We will probably see them unless they really go for the counter spell. This is like the last moment they don't want to counter with 3 steps ahead. 4 mana is exactly the wrong stuff. Alright, this is scary. They allowed us to have the card. So they can go Elspeth on the next turn. I have double Planeswalkers. So if they play any of those, they cannot counterspell on the next turn. And they need to play something. I think we just go for Elspeth. And then we play the Hired Crow. They need to play Jace. It doesn't do as much. I want to use Cruelty, but it probably will be very hard to hit with this. Oh, they might cycle okay, they might cycle cards. Alright, let's go like this. I want to know that every play we make goes through. And now we can swing. They have the Anchorage, but it doesn't have amazing stats, I guess. Well, it could be good enough, I guess. So maybe we just attack with this. We missed 1 damage, but this way they need to trade. Yeah, 8 damage should be good enough. 9 damage should be good enough, because this one is a lizard, of course. And don't forget, on the next turn we are stealing more new cards. We are a little bit mana screwed here. We are stuck on 3. It seems forever, so those cruelties will be hard to cast. Let's see, the Elspeth seems to be a best play. They can also go for -2 and get rid of Flint, in which case we can just drop Cruelty. Honestly, I love this play, because that means we can probably get rid of Elspeth, and for some reason, I'm used to having mana to play my spells. Of course we cannot play it, so we just go with Flint probably if they remove it, but with this they will just debuff it. But I'm not sure if they aren't just dead. Authority. I think they are just dead, man. And of course we can steal more cards, because of course this still isn't the board. Yep, well, that wasn't the play. Alright, probably a great target for removal. We don't have 2 mana play, so I could potentially wait with this. But I'll be honest, I really hope we will draw something so we can play on curve. But of course, we kinda missed here. At least we will play the Cruelty at some point. And our opponent is actually playing 2 1-drops, which is absolutely horrifying for us. I think we just won the Carnosaur. We could reanimate it as well. Let's see what our opponent will play. Let's see what they play. I guess we're at 20, so we have a bit more time, but our opponent forces a play. I probably play it on chapter 1 to get the maximum value. So we could... Man, I think maybe we just play Carnosaur and try to kill it. Of course they get the counter, but I think it's good enough. Let's go like this. We should draw something at some point, right? And this Cruelty needs to do a ton of work. Quest Caller. Good for... Alright, this is a good draw. This is a good draw. With this, there is a chance we can start to, stabilize. We definitely need some 2-for-1s. Not the best hit of the year. It's a literal 1-drop, but we'll take it. I really hoped for like 2 or 3 drop. Alright. It will take a moment before this can attack. And if they attack with this, we can trade. Alright. This activates all the verges. I think this is the moment for Cruelty. They might draw a card, but this is, you know, this is something we just need to roll with. Chapter 1. Let's go. We will definitely hit with this one. Oh boy. This is terrifying. Bunnycorn is super huge. So is Knight. I don't think we can beat double Knight. I'm not sure if you can beat one Knight right now. At least they need to choose between the Knight and get lost. They probably want to get lost, in which case they don't make too much progress in the board. Hopefully. Oh, they have chosen the Knight. Probably a good choice, honestly. Because that gives them so incredibly much. They can also play a creature. I think we'll be probably forced to kill this guy. Oh, they played 1-drop as well. That's so much stuff. However, at least we can find a card. That is super important. But what is the card? Carnosaur feels pretty strong here. But then this attacks and draws them cards, which is kind of terrifying. I actually don't know what to get. Carnosaur feels the best. I think this is the play, guys. We can hit something. We have untapped land. Let's go. This has to do. This has to do. I guess we could go for a 4 mana play to combine with Go for the Fraud, but let's just go with a chunky dinosaur. And let's just hit removal. You know what? Kinda does the thing, I guess. This gets 1 mana. This is actually kinda important for them. Can we attack? The answer is no. Absolutely no. And we can get next Carnosaur for free on the next turn with Cruelty. So as long as they don't kill us, and even if they attack, we have good blocks. So you know what? It could just work, maybe. 7/7 is really powerful though. But they cannot attack, that's super important. And now... Alright! We beat it! Well, we are going first. The mana is a little bit wonky, but I think we can take it, especially that we are having a bat. Quite a lot of answers to a lot of creatures, so hopefully we can win over the long game. And our opponent is probably playing mono red, it seems. The mana is definitely on the rough side. And they have something. I don't think I can play the bat because it dies to Burst Lightning immediately. And we don't really get anything, so I think if that's mono red, we probably want to go for the fraud. Whatever they will play, now we can kill it. Yeah, I think this is better play. And then the bat hits. Of course, our mana is incredibly sketchy here, but at least we get the chance to, you know, interrupt their hand a little bit. Here's the Burst Lightning. And what can we do? I mean, if we go Burst Lightning, then they play this, and we remove it. Not sure what we do about this one, to be honest. But it's not like we have a choice, right? Let's go with this. At least we get the life gain. So hopefully that will be a little bit better. This card will also be kinda important, because right now we know everything what they can do for the next turns. But we probably need to draw a red mana. Alright, as kinda expected. You know what? That is an answer. That is an answer. So we life gain a little bit. This will definitely help us. And we probably killed the Horde Master. But let's see the play. Let's see the play. Well... I mean, they have 4 mana, so they will play this and then we kill it. They might have Raid. Alright, we kill it. Until end of the next turn. This one is kinda okay. So this is interesting. They can play 1-drop for free, basically. Or they can go Krenko and, you know, this will make it a little bit more awkward to play this one. I think we have to beat their Triumph this. Like, this is incredibly important. And we can just go like this, paying life, because we have some extra from the bat. But of course, being completely mana and color screwed doesn't help us to win this game. But hopefully we can do some magic. And the Horde Master. Alright. Oh my god. What a draw. So let's go for the Vinelasher. We cannot really offspring this. We will go for Flint if we draw ever a land. We can swing, of course. Get to 20. This one is a little bit annoying because they will get a good draw. I think we have to go for the cut down. Not much we can do here. Let's just go for it. This is extremely powerful card, so we probably will have to play it anyway. If they ever kill a bat, they also get another Burst Lightning, basically. So it's going incredibly rough just because we are so mana screwed. We are close to 1/4 of the deck, so definitely not the draw we should be getting, but we are still getting it. Them getting those extra cards is super bad. So if you have a normal draw, it's fine because they are full turn behind, but we actually don't do anything on our turn. So everything that helps them is just really problematic. Oh, they got the Goblin. Really nice for them. Oh, I guess I just got super outplayed by our opponent because they are playing cards and I'm not. So that's kind of it, honestly. I think we lost so many. We probably lost like 3 or 4 turns fully. So I don't think there's anything you can do. This is an aggro deck. You cannot just miss 4 turns in a row, you know? So unfortunately we got outplayed by the Shuffler, not giving us lands. I hope you still enjoyed this. I will play probably one more turn. If we draw red mana, maybe there is something we can do. Oh my god, it took absolute forever. Is that way too late? I really think it is. I really think it is. We cannot even attack with Flyer, so we cannot live gain. We'll try it, because we can maybe with Flint get some extra, but I really don't think so. It's so late with everything. Like, look at the board. At this point, they don't even need cards from the hand to probably win and close the game. They can keep attacking, getting the Goblin. They just need to attack with anything, right? Yeah, so they can just go with the Dragon. They should go with the Dragon, absolutely. Oh man. We'll just try to get the good trades. But I honestly don't even know what we could hit to make it happen. Can he do it? Alright, I'm just going like this. I'm not sure what we can ever do to recover from this type of draw. So yeah, we'll play literally one more turn. No, but we can just try to play this into some crazy hits, but I really don't think we have those. Well, I guess we're bad at Magic. However, we are pretty good at winning games because we managed to rank up with this deck, and this deck is all over the place. I kinda loved it for using some of the cards I really enjoy, but I didn't see them used, like Hellkite, Cruelty of Gix, a card that had a lot of play at some point, but now it's not very used, and I kinda like it. Of course, some of the parts of the deck will rotate out, so be careful about this one, but seeing Hellkite used in deck that won actually the #1 place just warms my heart. I want to see dragons. Also Flint, even though it's an aggro lizard, I actually really like this card because it can steal cards from our opponent's library, and you know we are all for it. The rest of the deck is of course like aggro shell with the Vinelashers close, some bats to interrupt, and you can see that they are doing it very well. But we also have dinosaurs, some reanimation, some discover shenanigans. Deck is all over the place, and I really enjoyed it. This is best of 3 list, so you also get the full sideboard. I didn't craft this one, but I will still give you the perfect set. Well, man, this deck is all over the place. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel. And thank you to all the patrons that went extra mile to help, you know, us making the content. So really thank you guys for this. You are awesome, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow.